Okay, so this is Ringwalk Media. It's Wednesday afternoon and we've got Campbell Hatton with us. How are you, mate?
Yeah, good, mate. Good. Starting the handshake tour after the weekend.
Well, it's been as you can see behind you, it's a bit of a crazy day today because, of course, your dad Ricky is fighting at the weekend. But let's talk about him second for a change. You had a great win over in Abu Dhabi.
Yes, great experience for me boxing out in the Middle East. You see now, not just boxing, just top level sport in general's like generating over there. Now you've got the World Cup in Qatar, AJ Usyk was out in Saudi, and I think that's the way things are sort of moving. So for me to get that experience early on in my career boxing over there in the unfamiliar surroundings, I think is going to put me in a good position if my career goes the way we're hoping it does.
And listen, talking of the boxing and the actual fight, I know it wasn't as long as you'd liked it to have been, but it was a very professional and calculated performance, and you sort of mentioned yourself taking a bit more time with your shots now. You're really coming on. Yeah,
we've been saying, it's in there, we're seeing it in the gym, and that's not good enough, so we've been drilling it into my head for weeks, if not months, going into the fight, where we said we're not doing that, we're not coming away now saying it was a little bit better but you still did this bit, or you could have done this better. We said I'm going to go in there, a win's not good enough, a stoppage isn't good enough, it's got to be a thoughtful one, and showing everyone that I can think about things. I'm not just a busy fighter who throws a lot of shots and has a good engine. I want to show people that I can box, I can think about things, and I'd have liked to have shown a bit more boxing, but we didn't get the opportunity to, but I'm not going to complain about it. But the shot that stopped the fight was a well picked one, which was the main thing we was after, so just absolutely buzzing with it. Got a first round knockout and I did what we said we wanted to, so couldn't ask for much better.
It was funny actually because I had a rare weekend off from boxing. I didn't go out to Saudi, unfortunately, but I was watching it with a couple of friends, and I said to them literally 10 seconds before you knocked him out with a body shot, he's going to take him out with a body shot, and it's exactly what you did.
Yeah, so again, we're not getting carried away with the opponent. Like, there is going to be a lot bigger challenges for me out there, but like I said before, stoppage in itself isn't good enough. I could have probably gone in there in the old way and maybe stopped him still by just throwing a lot of shots and bundling him down a little bit, and it'd have been a stoppage, but a scrappy one, and that isn't what we wanted. I wanted to take my time, and I was happy with myself because I dropped him the first time, and I think it'd have been quite easy for the red mist to set in a little bit and me run out back in the old way I'd been doing things, and just.
I wonder where you get that from.
Yeah. Again, it's one of them. It's probably better than the alternative and not doing enough, and probably a lack of effort, because that's one thing Matt had been saying is it's hard to give me a bollocking for trying too hard, but we've just got to apply myself better, and that's what we did. I was drilling it into my head in the corner, don't rush, and I just came out and picked one, and it's doing the rounds now, so buzzing.
Yeah, no, it was a great performance, and like you say, it would have been nice to go a few more rounds, but you don't get paid for overtime. So, and talking of overtime, of course, your dad Ricky, he's back this weekend, Manchester Arena. I mean, this whole weekend's got to be absolutely crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, really excited. It's watching my dad's career back, and there was no one creating there's still not been anyone to create an atmosphere like that, and I missed it the first time round, so just dead excited for me to get a little taste of that, watch him roll back the years, and forgetting that it's my dad. I'm a massive boxing fan, and he's one of my favourite fighters to watch still, and it's really excitement. I'm probably going to be a little bit nervous on the day as well, because seeing how hard he's worked at it all, and how much he's going to want to show everyone how hard he's been working, and there'll be a lot of emotions flying around for all the family, but dead confident that he'll do well, having spent the time around him and a few rounds in the ring with him. So yeah, dead excited.
Yeah, it's going to be a great night, and something that not only people have picked up on, you've actually done the walk, you've done the Blue Moon and the entrance in Manchester, haven't you? It must be an amazing feeling.
It is. It's probably the best feeling of my life, that in the end walk, where Blue Moon and everyone cheering and screaming my name, and so I know how good a feeling that is. So my dad, when he's retired, I can't imagine how much he must miss it. So for him to be able to get those feelings back without the pressure of a professional career again, who can blame him? And he's took it so seriously and worked so hard. It makes me really proud, and I think he's going to look really well.
And I think one of the things that Ricky's stressed all the way through, because obviously we've seen his journey from sort of start of the announcement of the fight all the way through to now, is the fact that he wants to just help and inspire people, and he really has done that.
Yeah, he has. If you'd have looked at him probably 12 months ago, maybe not even as long as that, you'd never think he'd be where he is today. And it is a massive inspiration. He obviously speaks out on the mental health battles he's had, and I think it is a good indicator, because I think a lot of people who have looked at my dad at the start of his journey, where he did have the bit of weight on and probably not living the best, to put it lightly, and he's completely turned it around. So why can't other people? So yeah, he's done really well. Dead proud.
Yeah, well, and so are we. You know, it's great to see someone like Rick. You know, he's a legend basically, and he's back to give everybody a bit of joy and happiness. And you know what? It's been a shit world this last couple of years, and I think this Saturday everything will be forgotten just for a few hours. I think it'll be a great night. Yeah,
it's been a tough a couple of years for everyone, and I think now we're getting that bit of normality back, and slowly but surely, hasn't it? But yeah, dead excited, and a top night for Manchester again.
Yeah. And listen, one last thing, what about yourself? Are you going to manage to get out at the end of this year again, or are you going to wait and have a little bit of a Christmas?
Yeah, we're pushing it. Like, there's the show in Leeds, Josh Warrington. Like, we've not heard that I'll be on it. There's nothing like that, but we've asked the question, and it's probably not likely. But I've been back in the gym since yesterday. It just come from there now, and if there's any chance that I will get on it, we're going to make sure we're in a position to take it. So fingers crossed. But if I don't, it's not the end of the world. We'll still be working hard in the gym behind closed doors, and then look on for a busy 2023.
And talking to 2023, probably maybe an area title at some point next year might be a good shot.
Yeah, I think I'm probably ready to get on the 8-rounders now. So obviously I'll leave that to the team, but I think that's probably what's next for me, and get a couple of them under my belt, and mid to late next year. But yeah, a title of some sort, central area, maybe international, whatever route they want to go down. But yeah, I want something around my waist sometime next year, definitely.
Well, listen, we wish you the best of luck with that, and we can see Barrera's in the ring now having a little go on the pad, so we'll let you go and have a watch. Campbell, really great to speak to you, mate. Thank you.
Yeah, nice one, Paul.
Thank you.